Are you looking at all these AI options, prompts, and custom GPTs and agents and things that you're maybe not even familiar with, thinking that it's going to help you get more answers? I've been building custom GPTs and AI agents to help find the real problem first. Because here's the difference, and I want to explain why it matters more than you think. So I was looking at all of the business tools and coaching programs that I have participated in or had an interest in over the years, and they all promise the same thing: follow our system, get results. What I realized after 17 years of running my own business and all of the lessons learned that come with that is most people aren't stuck because they don't know what to do. They're stuck because they're trying to fix the wrong things. It's like this time I crashed my bike when I was little. I spent years reliving that awful memory, thinking that one, it was the bad brakes, and two, we just had a torrential downpour, so the streets were really wet. And then of course it didn't have anything to do with this massive hill that I was driving down. But what I didn't factor into play was that I wasn't supposed to be on the bike in the first place. It was down to the point that I was looking at all of the root causes that I thought were the problem when I wasn't really looking at the root cause of the true problem. So instead of building here's what you should do tool that looks the problems that in your mind are the issue, I built the problem spotter, which is a custom GPT that helps you identify where you're stuck. And I did this using the shift framework that I've created to help me over the years. That before you waste time on the wrong solutions or trying to get unstuck from something you don't even realize you're stuck from, this will help you kind of get a little bit of clarity. So let me show you exactly how I designed it to uncover the real patterns behind some of your stuck points. Okay, so it all starts with the shift framework, which is a framework that I've been using over the years, and it's made up of 5 levels. So we broke it down into a little starter point, getting your head right, setting up simple systems or looking at what you have, and then showing up consistently. So once I did this little section here, it led me to the stuck point quiz, which is really the crux of the problem spotter. And so what it is it's 4 sets of questions, and then based on your answers to those questions, there are 4 different levels. So for example, what's your biggest challenge right now? For some of us, it's that we have too many ideas. For others, it's you're working hard, but you're not seeing progress. For some of us, it's I don't know what to do, so I'm going to put it off until tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. And then for a lot of us, it's you're trying a lot of things, but nothing is working or sticking. They are 4 simple questions, 4 simple answers. And then from there, I thought, there is results for the quiz. So if you put your name and email address in, you get the results of the quiz, and it kind of gives you a little overview of the problem. But it stopped there, right? It helped you identify where you needed to have your starting point or what questions you needed to be asking, but it didn't really do anything after that point. It didn't give you the next steps or what to do next. So I was in ChatGPT, and I was noodling or playing around with this whole process. And that's when I decided that we could take this a step further with the custom GPT. So I fed all of my information in, and then I gave it some context, and voila, here is what it is. So the beauty of this was I had said, okay, this is the next step for people who took the quiz. But what if you didn't take the quiz and you didn't really know what your stuck point was? Then what happened is it just goes through the quiz, you know? So it wasn't that you couldn't use it if you didn't take the quiz. You had to take the quiz in order to use it. It was this vicious circle of what to do and what not to do. And I didn't want it to be like half a process, but then I didn't want to discount the people who had already gone through the first step of the process. So let me show you real quick how it works. Okay, so I wanted a simple starting point. Let's get started. So if you click on the let's get started, the first thing it does is it looks at all of the information that I fed it in. And when you are creating custom GPTs, you need to give it training materials, and you need to give it context, and you need to give it documents that it can look to help to really personalize the experience. So in this case, it's saying, did you take the quiz? Yes or no. So yes, I took the quiz. Simple yes or no. And then what it does is it says, okay, which part did it recognize that you were stuck on? So there's the scattered starter, the spinning wheels, the procrastinator, strategy hopper. And then from there, it goes a little deeper into it. Now, let me reset this and show you what happens if you do this. And we're going to do a new chat, and we're going to go ahead into the problem spotter, but we're going to say, no, I haven't taken the quiz. And so what happens is you say, no, I have no idea. And this is where it goes through. No problem. We're going to go through the questions and pick which feels most true. And so either way, whether you started with the quiz or you didn't start with the quiz, you still end up at one of those 4 identifiers. Because here's the thing, most people are solving the wrong problem entirely. They think they need better strategies when they actually are stuck at seeing the real issue, or they think they need more motivation when they actually need better systems. Problem Spotter cuts through all of that guesswork. If you want to try it for yourself, I'm going to put the links in the descriptions. Take about 5 minutes and you'll know exactly which part of the shift framework to focus on. And if you want the full diagnostics, start with the Problem Spotter quiz at thedigitalnavigator.com, and that'll give you the stuck point type, and then you can dig deeper into the custom GPT. Either way you want to do it, both links are below. Try them out. Let me know in the comments what you discovered about how you're really stuck, because sometimes the best business breakthrough isn't finding new solutions. It's finally identifying the true problem. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.